Look, these four people have the chance to be president of the United States. Which one are you going to vote for? Now, when they hear Gary Johnson, who the hell is Gary Johnson?
This is Gary Johnson, and he did run for president. Haven't heard of him? Maybe that's because he ran third party as the Libertarian nominee. He said he only got 1/1000th of the media coverage Republican nominee Mitt Romney and Democratic President Barack Obama did. However, in 2012, he did get 1.3 million votes, which he's not discounting. We are about halfway to the next presidential election, and there is widespread frustration within our two-party system. A recent poll from Gallup shows that 60% of Americans say the Democratic and Republican parties do such a poor job of representing the American people that a third major party is needed. And as Americans watch the two-party run government clash to the point of paralysis earlier this month, some are speculating a third-party candidate could rise in 2016. I asked Gary Johnson what this would take.
$1 billion.
He also said it would take someone who has celebrity status to win the popular vote. So I asked a few celebrities what they think of this.
There is a split in the Republican Party, and that's not a good thing.
Do you think this is going to lead to a third party emerging into 2016?
No, I don't think so. I think the Republican Party will ultimately get together. They'll unify behind somebody.
And are there any third party candidates that are popping up on your radar?
No, I don't see any.
Okay, so Donald Trump isn't firing the two-party system. But would a third party win Ben Stein's vote?
If I may say so, the whole idea of a third-party candidate winning or being in any way meaningful is so far-fetched that I just can't see it.
But what about Republican Senators Rand Paul and Ted Cruz, who already have national attention and angered their party's establishment? What if they ran third party?
Rand Paul is a good-looking guy. He has that cute head of hair that he's now calmed down a little bit. I don't think he can win because he's too anti-Israel. That's one thing. And two, Ted Cruz is a likable, intelligent guy, Supreme Court clerk, smart guy, but I don't think he has the charisma to win.
But Cruz might have the stamina. He gave a 21-hour floor speech against the Affordable Care Act, and since this partisan speech, many have blamed him for the partial government shutdown, and many of his Republican colleagues have distanced themselves from him. So the big question is Ted Cruz planning to run third party in 2016?
I am not a believer in third parties. I think we need to get the Republican Party back to our core principles, back to the principles this party was founded on when it was the party of Lincoln, when it was the party of Reagan, then that's our path to victory. But the former Libertarian presidential nominee says otherwise.
Republicans protect people that have money. That's their notion of free enterprise. And Democrats, like I say, they're just horrible on issues of civil liberties.
Third-party candidates hit new milestones in 2012 when they held their first ever presidential national debate. Come 2016, third-party candidates might be heard, and this time they might be a little louder. In Washington, D.C., Perry Ann Boring, RT.